Hi friends, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Shahicreationz. Today I'm here with a video hope by the Altenew certified educators. The theme is Watercolor Wonders. To begin with, let's grab Altenew specialty paper in the color jet black with the dimension of 4 by 4 into 5.5 inches. Here I have the bunch of balloons 3D embossing folder, and this has a beautiful all over pattern on it. And what I'm gonna do is pull out the jet black specialty paper and I'll run this through my die cutting machine. Here you can see it's completely embossed, and look how gorgeous that this paper looks. There aren't any cracks and it went through the machine really well. Now I'm gonna get started with Altenew's metallic watercolor set. The band set includes 14 rich vibrant metallic colors. They're all opaque, so they're just great for painting on dark cardstock as well as on white cardstocks. Here I have a pipette of water which I'm adding to the watercolor pan. Now it's time to grab our size 0 detailed artist watercolor brush from Altenew. I'm just adding a few drops of water to the watercolor pans that I think I'm gonna use. For the circle balloons, I'm planning to go with the shade Garnet. To re-wet the pans is one of the most important tips when you're working with the metallic watercolors, because this let the water sit on the pan and rehydrate the pan for a couple of minutes before you get started. You're going to get a much more intense and saturated mixture when you do that. You can see that they're all kind of melted and the pigments that are in this metallic watercolor are just moving beautifully on the page. So initially I'm not taking a pretty thick mixture. I'm just slowly blending it directly to the specialty paper, and I'm basically taking it all the way to the embossed edge. If you feel like adding a second layer of color, you're all free to do so. And now I'm planning to do the star balloons in the topper shade, and I'm just putting on the solid paint, and I'm not going to add any kind of shadows or anything like that. It's gonna be a pretty simple painting for now. For the heart balloons, I chose the shade Pretoria Light. So you can see that basically all I'm doing is I'm just taking the paint all the way up to the edge of the embossed area, but I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't go down the side of the embossing or the side of the raised edge. Don't you think that it would look incomplete if we just leave our balloon strings just blank without shading? So I'm using the shade Sterling Silver. Remember, here I asked you to make sure that the color doesn't go down the side of the embossing edges, but trust me, even if it happens, there is nothing to worry. I have a tip for correcting it. Take your Altenew's fine liner pen set and use the appropriate size you need. It literally acts as a correcting pen for black cardstock, so you get a much neater and crispier painting. Now for the sentiment, let's take a strip of classic red solar white cardstock and balloon bunch stamp set. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment over the paper with obsidian pigment ink. Once that's done, tape it across the cardstock and our card is ready. Hope you all like the final look. Thank you so much for joining me today. So don't forget to hop along with us. The next stop on the hope is in the description below. Don't forget to give a thumbs up to all those videos and subscribe to the channels if you haven't already.